For the longest-running high school football show in Southern Colorado. It's time for the Friday Night Blitz, powered by Qdoba. Here's your host, Rob Namney.
All right, let's ride. Wait, we're not saying that anymore? All right, here we are, week 7 of the season, and the I-25 League may have been decided tonight as undefeated Cheyenne Mountain hosted unbeaten Sand Creek. For more on this mammoth matchup, let's head on over to Blitz Island and join that man, Danny Mottet. Hey, Danny.
Hey, Rob, let's ride. All right, Russell Wilson over here, everyone. Yeah, a little bad flashbacks here. You know, Rob, it's not often that we get a showdown between two unbeaten teams this late in the season, but Cheyenne Mountain and Sand Creek have been dominant all season, and they put each other to the test in this one. It's our Friday Night Blitz pick of the week as we head to Cheyenne Mountain High School. And there you see Sand Creek breaking it, and then on the other side, there's Cheyenne Mountain entering the field early on. Ethan Mangrum. Love watching this guy play. Breaks away. He's got the size, he's got the power, got the speed, and he's got a big gain down the sideline. And then Trevin Rick, another excellent athlete here. Another big run for Rick. Deep into Cheyenne territory. That set up goal to go. And then a few plays later, Mangrum into the end zone for the touchdown. Scorpions go up 6-0 after Cheyenne Mountain blocks the extra point. But the Red-tailed Hawks respond. Donovan Sandoval, G-O-N-E, gone. 64 yards to the dirt. Nothing can stop this guy. Cheyenne goes up 7-6. Then they get the ball back, and Colt Kugler, he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. But the night would belong to Sand Creek. Scorpions win 52-42. We've got Lewis Palmer taking on Harrison over at Harrison High School. And Lewis Palmer jumped out to a 20-0 lead. That's when we got there. So we picked this thing up in the second quarter. Harrison down 20-0, facing a fourth down. And they get a big run here. Isaiah Figueroa with a big run on fourth down. So first down now. And then Ralston John on the jet sweep around the edge. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. And suddenly Harrison back in the game. And you know what? They still weren't done, because here, Lewis Palmer trying to make something happen. They had a good drive going, but Justin Sutherland comes up with a fumble, and he is off to the races untouched for a fumble 6. And you know what's funny? That's what happened when we were there. When we weren't there, Lewis Palmer went bonkers and scored 60 points in this game. We didn't get any of them. You do the best you can. Lewis Palmer wins by a score of 60-20. We've got Falcon visiting Widefield. You knew this was going to be a good defensive slugfest between these two teams when they get going. Always a good atmosphere over at C.A. Foster. Brady Robinson to Jacob Hunter. Jacob Hunter, a big body, does a little bit of everything. Big gain right there for the first down. And then Lucas Jones, 50 yards. 50-yard field goal in high school? Yes, please. How about that by Lucas Jones? Then later, Brody Gizzy with the interception for Widefield, and the Gladiators are in business, and they would cash in. Caden Eldridge rolling out, and he finds Lonnie Dorsey for the touchdown. That cuts it to 17-12, but that is as close as Widefield would get, because the Falcon defense was fantastic in this one, as Falcon holds on to win it by a score of 17-12. So, Rob, a lot of good defensive performances in this one. And then you mentioned it earlier. We knew that Sand Creek and Cheyenne Mountain was going to be fun. It was. Sand Creek still undefeated, though.
They are, and they'll have a matchup with Grand Junction coming up. They win that, they're on to the playoffs. All right, great job tonight, Danny. Appreciate the hustle. Now, the Durango Demons, they had a bear of a trek tonight. They traveled nearly 6 hours to take on one of the top teams in Class 4A in Palmer Ridge. I wonder what kind of hospitality the Bears showed them this evening. To the Breeze we go. Don Breeze Stadium. And the Bears love to line up and run it right at you. Jackson Mabe. It takes more than one or two guys to take him down. And then the same drive. Cash Bradshaw, the screen to Mabe, and there's no maybe about it. That's a touchdown for Palmer Ridge. Then the Bears, their pass rush, getting after it, coming at the QB from all angles. Owen Twisme slamming the QB to the ground. Palmer Ridge wins a hard-fought game, 21-7. Rye and Ellicott. And we begin with Mr. Pickett Oh, look how cute those girls are. Awesome. Great to see. Little T-Hawks there. Dawson Pickett. Oh. That's a big chunk of yards. And then Pickett catches the short pass, and that's a Thunderhawks touchdown. And then Rye going to work. Jackson Joram. Right up the gut. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This is Borgum with the tackle. T-Bolts win 14-12. They were rolling there.